Moving on, I am rattling on because I just have not... Did I just say rattle? Hi YouTube! It's been another 11 or 12 months since I did my last video, so I am so sorry, but let me tell you why I was so MIA. For the first 6 months, I have no excuse because I was in school in New York, but in August, I went to Paris actually to study at Parsons Paris for 1 semester, and you know, that is why I was MIA pretty much. I took this opportunity for my first semester of junior year to go to Parsons Paris. I feel like that was a perfect timing to go before I become a very busy junior and second semester. And I know that once I'm a senior, I won't have that opportunity really because I have to get ready for thesis. So through this video, I guess I'll just tell you how I applied briefly, because I think a lot of the steps actually changed while I was going through it. I was like, this is all different. I'm rambling on because I have not done a video in a very long time. I'm just gonna take a sip of this and try to calm down. Okay, am I calm? I am calm. Let's just get into it, shall we? Apparently for 2017, the whole process kind of changed. So now we have a different portal system that we can go on to look at all the study abroad options, and all the school options are listed on there where you can submit your application through that portal. I'm going to look at my laptop and we'll show it to you guys right now. So what you need to do is go on mynewschool.edu. And once you're there, you have 4 tabs up top: Me, Academics, Service, and Community. You're going to go to the Academics tab, and when you're on there, you can scroll down, and on the right hand side it says Go Abroad. And you just click on Go Abroad and it'll bring you to a goabroad.newschool.edu. So on there, it's pretty much self-explanatory, I think. You can look at different programs on here that you want, and you can search in your program name. Maybe you can put fashion or things like that. But overall, I think it was easiest for me when I went on list all, and I just went down by what's listed. And once you're there, you can also actually look at deadlines. I actually tried to click on Parsons Paris on here right now, but as of today, which is January 18th, it says no application is accepted at this time. So I can't go on to the next step to show you guys. You just have to be mindful of the deadlines that are listed, because near to that deadline day, I believe the applications will start rolling in. It has listed for the different terms. You can go for the whole year, you can go just for the fall, or just for summer, or just for spring. So everything that I'll be providing in this video is just for Parsons Paris, mostly because, well, that's the program that I went to, so I can give you the details that are, I believe, is accurate. For Parsons Paris, the fall and spring is just like as if you would be enrolling in the Parsons New York campus. So the classes are a little bit different, but the core classes will be counted as classes you'll be doing in New York anyways, so you won't be missing out on a lot. Same goes for the academic year, but for the summer, I was actually trying to go for summer instead. But when I found out that it didn't count as a regular semester, I decided to just opt out because you'll have to pay an extra fee. I just decided to go for the spring semester, and it worked out pretty well. From my experience, I didn't use this portal because it actually came out in 2017 for spring semester. Before then, I basically just had to do a study abroad application just for the new school, which was pretty easy. You just fill out the basic questions and why you want to go, what do you plan on studying, things like that. And you just have to fill out a simple application form that they provide. And because Parsons Paris is a direct transfer, meaning it's not an external exchange program or anything, it's more like, you know, we have our own campus there. It's a very easy process for Parsons Paris, I think. So I didn't have too much of a problem. I didn't have to provide any extra portfolio. Yeah, it was just 2 different applications that I just had to fill out. And through that process, about 15 of us was picked out. Hopefully that kind of answered it briefly. And once you are accepted, you will be connected with an advisor and they'll be able to help you out. I had an advisor named Tracy Cohen and she was very, very helpful. But I think now they changed advisors again, but they'll be all very helpful with whatever question you have. You just email them and they'll answer you within a few hours or within that day. And they'll be able to advise you throughout the whole thing. Another thing is, even if I went to Parsons Paris just for 1 semester, I had to get a visa. I think I got it for 4 to 6 months, I believe. So the visa process might seem a little scary in the beginning, but once you are accepted into the program, you'll be going to a few on-campus meetings throughout the semester that you're already at school. Some of the advisors will provide you step-by-step processes and a whole presentation of how to go on with the visa process. Yeah, I guess number one thing is just that you apply on time, and once you're accepted, everything will go smoothly from there as long as you get in touch with the advisor, and you'll be good to go. Okay. So now going on to the experience itself. Before school started, I actually went around some of the cities in Europe with my friend. It was my first time in Europe. It was a little scary, but the process was very easy. I mean, moving on from my Europe trip, if you guys want another video on just that and how to travel around Europe safely, please let me know because I have a whole document for my Europe trip. So if you want that, please give me a thumbs up. So now going on to Parsons Paris, the school itself is very, very small. Basically, it was just one building. It was made of 6 stories. You basically knew everyone there. They have all the different programs. At first, it was very surprising because everyone knew each other from different programs. So there were about 20 of us in the BFA Fashion Design program, just in the junior section. I keep saying the time was very opportunistic because a new fashion director had actually just came in and she was starting with us. Wow, she opened up so many doors for us. I mean, I don't even know how to begin this. So within our junior class, 15 of us went from the New York campus all together. There were about 5 students who were attending Parsons Paris for the full 4 years. It was a really good balance, I think. I mean, I can't even emphasize how great of an opportunity it was because everyone was so nice. I was actually pretty nervous about it being so small. Parsons Paris students that I saw were very close to each other, especially because they were attending school for the 4 years all together, and it was a very small school. And because a lot of students go study abroad there, I mean, there's a constant flow of students going in and out. I was a little worried about how they would take us in. I mean, everyone at Parsons Paris was so welcoming. It was incredible. Everyone there were really great, and I think even if Paris might be a great city, if you're not surrounded by people that you get along with or something like that, I feel like the whole experience depends on your environment as well and how you make of it. But it was just so easy for me and my roommate and a lot of my friends because everyone there, they made it so easy for us to enjoy our time there. Okay, so let's talk about the facilities of Parsons Paris. So, like I said before, there are 6 floors. So on the base floor, when you walk in, there's the security on the side, and then there's a gallery space that you will use occasionally. I don't know, if the Parsons Paris group is having a gallery show or exhibition, they will mostly do that there. You take an elevator or the flight up. It's the student lounge. You can eat there. There's other classes. You go up. There's a 3rd floor. You have a couple of classrooms there as well. On the 4th floor is the main fashion studio floor. So there are 2 main rooms that are filled with machines. Yeah, and a computer there. So all the fashion classes will be held there. Yeah, so they have a heavy-duty iron. There's a press for your fusibles. The iron again is very heavy duty and it's like very light compared to the one in Parsons, New York, which is amazing. And it has like a vacuum system where it like makes the fabric stick to the ironing board and just soaks up all the moisture and things like that, so it comes very flat. Even though it sometimes did come out with like yucky water, so that was not that great. But that's besides the point. Let's see, they had the basic sewing machines. It was almost enough for 20 kids, which was just a junior year, but later on during the finals it became a little crowded, you know. It was a little hard. The facilities were pretty good for the number, I feel like, even though, I mean, it could always improve, but I think it was alright. And then you go to the 5th floor, and that's where the media lab and the make lab is. So the make lab is where the laser cutter is and the 3D printer. I mean, of course, Parsons, New York will have a lot more machines and things like that. But the good thing about Parsons Paris is that there's just only a few number of people. There is more of a leeway on scheduling to use a machine and things like that. It was very easy for us to use the laser cutter because compared to Parsons, New York, Parsons Paris, you just go in whenever you want and, you know, use the machine. There's also technicians there for whatever you need. They're very, very helpful. They're always there. And there's a guidebook, so it's very much on your own timing, and because there's not that many people that are trying to use the machine at once, you have a lot of time to yourself to be able to do it. So you don't even have to make an appointment and things like that. Maybe they'll change the system, I don't know, but it was very easy for us when I was there. And the computer room is, they have a lot of printers there, and like I said, the technicians are always there. They're very, very helpful. They'll, you know, take a lot of their time to help you on a one-on-one. So it was really great. Personally, for me, compared to Parsons, New York, I had a great time in Parsons Paris because of the sheer number and the tight-knit community that they had in Parsons Paris. I feel like they give us a lot more time to be able to think through our projects and take our time with the project so we get the right results that we want. In a sense, that worked out great as well. So while you're there, you are also able to have some time to, you know, travel and look around and soak in the culture as well alongside your program. So I think that's what made it so great, is because I was able to balance out a lot of my time and in a new environment in Parsons Paris, and being able to travel and really think about who I am as a designer and reestablish that foundation. I think that timing was really good timing for me personally to be able to go. I made great friends and it was pretty amazing. So throughout my semester there, because of our director and our professor, she was able to give us some opportunities to work backstage at Hellooo, their fashion show during Fashion Week there. And later on, actually, we were also able to do a collaboration with the very famous brand in France called Tiffanyjhwang. I'm sorry, I don't even know if that was the right kind of French accent or not. I tried. But yeah, it was really great because we were able to visit their headquarters, and it was very hands-on kind of a project that we were able to do, especially because there's only 20 of us in the class. All of us were able to really participate and get our ideas out there. And let me explain this project. For this project, we had to design 3 window display ideas for their 20th anniversary. That window display is actually displayed right now in Paris and in New York. And another opportunity we had throughout the semester is we were able to go to the Victoria's Secret fashion show in Paris. I mean, wow. I mean, that's really crazy. All these opportunities were given to me, and yeah, I just couldn't have had a better time there. And to talk about some of the classes, I think that's more important. All the teachers were pretty respectable. They're in the fashion industry right now as well. They're continually working, so I got to create some great projects under those professors, and I learned a lot. But yeah, I mean, in the end, we were able to get a lot of great projects. Like, I saw everyone's projects, and everyone's is so different. It might seem like I'm just, you know, spitting out words right now, but to be able to see such a different variety coming from such a small group was really amazing. And even from the first project that we did, I could see that we had improved. All of us improved. We got, you know, as we were able to communicate better with our professors or with each other too, we were able to help each other out too. I feel like we were able to get a little more sense of what we wanted to do. So in the end, for our final project, we actually had panels come in. So we had like, who do we have? We had people come in from like Acne Studios and you know, the Deegan Voltaire creative director and the communication director come in. We had, I mean, all these prestigious people in the industry came to see us for each of the grades. We had different panel judges, and they came on our final day, and we were able to present our projects to them. I mean, I feel like because it was such a close-knit group and such a small group, I had a lot of opportunities that I wouldn't have had in New York. That's one of the number one reasons why I would suggest someone to go study abroad. All the staff and all the, the advisors there were really great. They were pretty much our parents, I guess, for the time being there. If you end up coming across problems, then they were there to be able to help you. It's a different story when you're in a foreign country because some of the systems are different, and all the faculty there are Parisians, so they know what to do at certain situations. And other than that, I stayed in the Parsons housing, and basically what it is it's not just like a dorm building that we have. We live in an actual Parisian apartment alongside families, so you're completely living with Parisians, so you get that whole experience, and learning the different cultures there. It's something that I wouldn't have even thought of doing because I thought we would just, be dropped off in a dorm and everyone would be speaking English and things like that, but there are really moments when you need to speak French. I learned 1 semester of French in French 1, the very beginning. I had no idea, even before going, I had no idea how to say anything except bonjour, and I was probably saying it wrong anyways. But yeah, I mean, throughout that 1 semester, I was able to learn a little bit. We did a lot of class trips, and it was so fun. Like, they had sign-up sheets for students to sign up to go to, visit the Le Marais. We did a Versailles trip. I mean, our building itself is right next to the Louvre Museum, so we did a guided tour there, and our school location itself is in like a safer area of the city, so it's right in the middle, right next to the Seine, next to the Louvre, all the different museums like Musée d'Orsay, I mean, you name it, it's like right there. The opera is like right there. I suggest to you all to study abroad. Go to another country, look at different areas. Travel. Even if you don't think you learn a lot, you do. In that small semester, you intake a lot of information and process a lot of different things. But yeah, I mean, to conclude, I had such a great experience. I'm telling you right now, think about it, apply, go either your sophomore year or junior year, and you will have a great time. I promise you that. If you have any more questions, please leave it in the box below. Please hit like, and thank you. And if you guys want another update, because a lot of different things are going to be happening for me in New York, please let me know and I will make another personal update for you guys. Goodbye. I hope that was some help. Yeah. Bye. Love you guys.